welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway and Virginia-Tennessee border. Ethan Evers in the 26, first one to head out for his practice lap, so ride on board till he sets a benchmark. First lap for Evers, 2094, puts him at the top till Montrose jumps up there, the 01 truck Blockbuster Ford. Dustin Franklin then tops the charts, the 74 Station Chevrolet. Quinn Newton, 88, 20.445. And Alex Reeling jumps up there, 42 truck. Reeling's second lap a little bit slower, so he'll stay at that 2042 spot. Caleb Reese, the Haviland Chevy. Currently sits P4. Jumps up to P3 on that second lap effort. Josh Carver out on track. Got the wrong number on. Smacks in the fence, qualifies 9th of 9 trucks that have put a time down. Lucas Hoyce for the top of the charts. .22. Second lap slower for Hoisman, so the first one will be the one. That 20.22. Mike Edwards will be the next one to go out, sitting there at the end of pit lane. We'll show you Hoyt Van Elsen getting practice in. They're still out there running laps. Hoyt right up against the fence. There's Elston, 85 Traxxas truck. Qualified 6th fastest. Edwards now finally getting a roll. The autism awareness truck. Like a little bit all over the place out there. 20.8 puts him in 8th. Second lap of 20.75. That'll keep him in 8th. Did make improvements, but not enough to move up. Now we're back to watching practice for 35 seconds. Elston's still out there in the Traxxas truck. He's running an autism awareness scheme as well. Fortunately, still has the puzzle pieces. A lot of debate over that this year. Final few seconds tick off here for quali. Lucas Hoyts was going to be your pole sitter in the 97. Alex Reeling start alongside the front rows. We head, I believe, into heat races here.
Okay, it looks like we'll get 2 heats, 10 laps. You got about 10 minutes for each race, so keep it clean.
There you go. 2 heats here. Hoytsma starting first in this heat number 1. This will be the inside line for the main. Hoytsma in the 97, Newton in the 88, Travis Martin 63, Dustin Franklin in the 74, Ian Montrose the 01, TJ Floyd. Skermetta not lined up yet. He's in this race. Dalton Hayes in the 47. Women in NASCAR scheme. Jake Lawrence U-Haul truck. And Daniel Wallen scheduled to start this race. This heat race, heat number 1. Looks like with 10 trucks in this one, we should have 9 trucks in the other, barring any late entries. Pace truck gets a roll on. Lap heat races here. Appreciate the drivers running the banners for us. Lucas Hoytsma, one of those. TJ Floyd's got him on back there in 6th. I think Dalton has him on. So appreciate those 3 drivers being awesome, carrying the banners. Like Llewellyn's choosing to start from the pit? Question mark? Still don't see Skermetta on track, but we are underway for this 10-lap heat. Quinn Newton using that outside to his advantage. Oh my gosh, it's 47 and 49 both smack the fence. Newton gains the advantage here. Hoyt's been trying to make up ground down low. Travis Martin and Dustin Franklin battle behind. Martin on the inside, Franklin up high. So Newton jumps out to a lead. Now Hoytsman's trying to work back to the inside. Side by side there on the corner exit. Newton comfortable ahead of Hoytsma there. Franklin, and then Martin, Montrose, Lawrence, TJ Floyd, Dalton Hayes, and then Daniel Llewellyn did start from the pits, has gone a lap down already. There is Llewellyn. Llewellyn hanging it out there. He's going to spin it all by himself there. See if he gets out of there before the field comes around. Yeah, he does. Thought he might. We stay green. Llewellyn takes the tow. Newton in front of Hoytsma. Franklin, Martin, Montrose the top 5. Watch these top 2. They battle a lot in our CaveRP.com Sprint Car Series. So now you see them in the trucks battling on dirt once again. Low Drag Esports teammates, CTC teammates. Hoyt's been working that bottom. Quinn keeping the momentum up on the top. You see him blast away once they get to the straight. 4 laps remain in this heat number 1. Newton this time down low. Hoisman went to the top. Hoisman all the way up on the fence. Franklin Martin, then Montrose. Lawrence, he's got some right side damage now. Dalton Hayes. And TJ Floyd. You saw Hayes and Floyd hit the wall at the same time. Hoisman made a little bit of right side contact there with the wall. The right front is bent in. Good thing aerodynamics don't matter too much here. Just gets right to the back bumper of Quinn Newton on this final lap here. Really getting some huge momentum on that top line. Where can he go though? They're going to go door to door into 3. Forces Hoisman down low. That might be all Quinn Newton needed. And it will be. Newton takes heat number 1. Hoisma comes home 2nd. Franklin 3rd. Travis Martin 4th. Ian Montrose 5th. And Jake Lawrence, Dalton Hayes, TJ Floyd, and Daniel Llewellyn's going to finish up on pit road. Travis Skermetta will be given 10th there. So we have 19 trucks for the main tonight. Now we go to heat number 2. Field jumping out there on track. Everybody got there quick. I'm so proud. Let's run through our lineup here as they go out on track. Alex Reeling in the 42 Roll by Goodyear Ford F-150. Starts in first. Caleb Reese, the Haviland Chevrolet, starts in 2nd. Scott Elston, National Autism Awareness Month Traxxas 85, starts in 3rd. Mike Edwards, Autism Awareness KRP truck, starts in 4th. Ethan Evers, Fort Worth Screen Printing Toyota Tundra, starts in 5th. Josh Carver in the West Virginia, it shows a 3, but he is number 1. We'll have to get that fixed next week. And Cody Cleaver rolls off 7th, and it shows J.R. Deal in 9th. Looks like he's participating in the wonderful autism awareness with all his bright colors. We will assume. We're supposed to have 9 trucks, but it looks like somebody just dropped out of the session. We only have 8 out there. My lineup goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Like somebody's bad at the maths. Pace truck heads on off. We have to wait for the green for this first start. Oh, the 42, a terrible start. Locks up all the inside line there. Alex Reeling struggling. Caleb Reese jumps out to the lead. Mike Edwards 2nd. Reeling's rebounded to 3rd, but man, that was a horrible start for the 42.
Caleb needs a black player. He's got a black as the leader end this year.
Mike Edwards gets to the outside of Caleb Reese. Edwards powering by on the outside in the 14.
Thank you.
Reese gets his black clear. Reeling trying to close back in. Josh Carver in the 1 is 4th. Contact between J.R. Deal and the 26 as J.R. Deal puts the 26 in the wall. Ethan Evers, a winner last night in the Cup Series, getting stuffed in the fence there by the 9. That ghost did not move through him. See, Reeling and Breesy were battling briefly there side by side. Carver Stroll 4th. Cleaver right side banged up as J.R. Deal gets into him too. J.R. Deal bouncing his way up through the field. Now up to 5th. Edwards continues to lead as the 42 of Reeling has gone by on the outside there. Gets by Breesy. Breesy falls to 3rd. See if Reeling can run down Edwards, as Reeling had the pole position for this heat race. Reeling running it down low, just above where the apron and the banking meet. Mike Edwards up ahead by 7/10. Josh Carver into the back of the floor of Cody Cleaver. Cleaver hangs on to it. JR Deal now up to the 4th spot. Brees about a second ahead. Only 2 seconds ahead. There is the 42 of Reeling up against the fence. Reeling is catching Edwards. There is the white flag, final lap of heat number 2. Reeling up against the fence. Edwards is going to come off of turn number 4. Get past the wounded truck of Ethan Evers. Mike Edwards wins heats number 2. Alex Reeling goes P2. Caleb Brees 3rd. Deal got up to 4th. Cody Cleaver 5th. We head to our 19 truck main event. The field file up on track here. So Quinn Newton and Mike Edwards will be your front row.
Thank you everyone for coming out. We got 70 laps, halfway point at 35 per stage. 1 set of tires if you feel so inclined to take it. Otherwise, good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun. GLHF. A few more trucks get out there. Looks like quite a few still missing. Breesy, Carver, Llewellyn, Scarmetta. Start running through our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. Check out Labor 12 wherever you get your music. iTunes, YouTube, Spotify. They're all over the place. Check them out. Labor 12, Labor XII. We got Quinn Newton starting first in the 88 Labor 12 Chevrolet. There he is. Got Pepsi on there too. Starts alongside Mike Edwards in the KVRP Autism Awareness Toyota. Lucas Heusman, the Labor 12 Psychophantic Chevy, starts in 3rd. Alex Reeling, rolled by Goodyear Ford F-150 4th. Dustin Franklin, the Station Chevrolet, starts 5th. Caleb Brees, the Haviland Chevy, in 6th. Travis Martin, Sunoco Ford, starts 7th. JR Deal's Ghost Autism Awareness Toyota, starts 8th. Ian Montrose, the Blockbuster Ford, starts in 9th. Cody Cleaver, McDonald's Chevrolet, in 10th. Jake Lawrence, U-Haul Toyota, starts in 11th. Josh Carver, West Virginia number 1 truck, starts in 12th. Dalton Hayes, Women in NASCAR Ford, starts in 13th. Scott Elston, the 85 Autism Awareness Toyota, starts in 14th. TJ Floyd, the OSD Chevy, starts in the 15th spot. Ethan Evers, Footwear Screen Printing Toyota, starts in 16th. Daniel Llewellyn, the Labor 12 Chevy, starts in 17th. And Travis Scarmetta has not gridded up. So that'll give us 17 trucks officially on the track. Seen the outside have good speed on these initial starts. We'll see if Edwards can take advantage of that. His track position is king in these type of races. Edwards a little sideways on the initial start, so is Quinn Newton. I think Quinn's going to get the break here and get the lead. Edwards all kinds of struggle there. Quinn will be able to slide up in front of him. Hold off Edwards. Lucas Heusman trying to take away second there. Edwards going to try and keep the truck wound up on the top. It's right on the back bumper of Quinn Newton. Looks like Hoytsman's going to be able to take advantage of that bottom. Gets up in front of Mike Edwards on corner entry. Lucas Hoytsman takes over second. We find ourselves right back where we were in Heat 1, watching the 88 and 97 battle. Hoytsman wrapping the bottom there, Newton up top. Top 4 trucks have separated themselves a bit. Reeling trying to send the slider there on Hoytsman. Hoytsman able to keep the nose alongside. Newton, Hoytsman, Reeling, Edwards, your top 4. Caleb Reese finds himself 5th. Then becomes the 9 of Deal. Dustin Franklin, Travis Martin, the Ghost Man. Jake Lawrence, 9th. Ian Montrose, 10th. Cody Cleaver in 11th. Dalton Hayes, 12th, battling TJ Floyd. Floyd currently 13th. Ethan Evers, 14th. Scott Elson, 15th. Josh Carver. And Daniel Llewellyn. All 17 trucks still in the lead lap. Newton leads Hoytsma. There's Brees and Deal. Deal working that top side. Should be able to pick up 5th here. Gets into the fence a little bit, but I think he'll be alright. Gets the fence a few times and keeps going. Gets it again. Gets it again. Gets it again. It's a little too much fence there, JR. Oh my gosh, Caleb Brees, big slide in the 28. Is that going to be our first caution? He hits the inside wall, goes around. And there it is. First caution of the race. Caleb Brees not able to hold on to that 28. All the way down at the bottom. The back end comes around a little too far there. He overcorrects and then around it goes.
The first caution.
They call him Neo.
I better check this up before you wreck it, though.
Appreciate you. Got some extra labor 12 in there. They're first and second, might as well, right?
You do double take sometimes for that 28 car, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was kind of the purpose.
Looks like back part of the field, Carver comes down, as does TJ Floyd. They might be both working on some damage repair. See, Carver's got the right front damaged, and we saw the 49 hit the outside wall early on. As we say, track position is king. Don't think you have to pit here, so should see everyone staying out. But there are tires in the pits, and they do have a new tire model, so it could be interesting. You never know. You know, before, tires never mattered on dirt. But today, quite literally today, iRacing put it in there, where tires can wear on dirt. Edwards giving a push to the 42. Over into cautions. Look at our biggest movers. Ethan Evers up 3 spots.
Some good battles, man. I just ran out of talent.
Up in 12th now. Then Jake Lawrence up 3. Finds himself in 8th.
Not what you said in Discord.
But Breesy went around, so Breesy is dropped back.
What? I thought I wrecked myself.
Newton's chosen the top as expected there. Top usually the best way to go. We are back underway. Quinn Newton leads the field down to turn number 1. He bounces it off the fence. Bunch of Toyotas chasing him on that outside line. Inside line, got the Chevy of Hoytsman and the Ford of Reeling. Mike Edwards trying to take over second here. Outside line shows its power once again. Edwards does take second away. Hoytsman's going to have to fight him back now. Edwards tries the middle of the track groove. That did not work out for him. Hoytsman takes over second once again. Behind them, you see Deal battling Reeling. Deal trying to move up to the 4th spot. Giving that 9 truck a ride tonight. New paint scheme, and it goes fast. They make contact heading into 1. Reeling takes the spot back. Dustin Franklin gets by Deal as Deal rides the fence all the way around. Jake Lawrence gets by him.
Sorry.
Newton still comfortably out front. Hoytsman second. Edwards P3. Then you have Reeling, Franklin, and a bunch of ghosts. Lawrence, Deal, and Martin. All on that 1010 crew. You have Dalton Hayes 9th. Ethan Evers is now 10th. Caleb Reese after the spin is 11th. Josh Carver, Elston, Montrose battling back here. It's 12th, 13th, 14th. TJ Floyd, Daniel Wallen back on the lead lap. And the 4 of Cody Cleaver. So all 17 trucks back on the lead lap. 15 complete. Top 4 all single file. Trying to find you some battles here. There we go. And Dalton Hayes down low, Dustin Franklin up high. Hayes slides in front of him, tags the fence. 74 has to make a sudden change of direction move to not run over Dalton Hayes. Nice move there from Franklin. Not to clobber him. We got 4 trucks under a blanket here as Ethan Evers sends the 26 to the inside of Franklin. He's going to pinch it down low. That's going to let Franklin get that run back on the top side. Franklin then shoots to the bottom to try to get inside Dalton Hayes in the 47. The back part of the top 10 putting on a good show here. Hayes still up high in that 47. The 1 and 01 battle, couple of Fords. This is for the 12th spot. Up front, Lucas Hoyts was putting the pressure on Quinn Newton. So Hoyts was getting that high line worked in beautifully. Edwards trying at the bottom there in the 14. Reeling in the 42. Going to take away third, I believe, here. Is Edwards too much time down low? These 2 Labor 12 trucks putting on a show up front. And we have our second caution of the race. Ethan Evers has gone around on the 26. Contact with his teammate, the 74. Whoopsie. Franklin gets into the fence, so does Evers. Evers gets to the inside, and then they make door-to-door contact. I don't think Franklin knew Evers was down there. And then Breesy gets the piece at the end, but didn't look too bad for the 28. Just a little right side wall rub. We are under our second caution. I don't think anyone needs fuel, so we'll see what the field decides to do. Jake Lawrence got by JR Deal. Cleaver catching up. Ethan Evers and Daniel Wallen. Looks like Brees has decided to pit. He's got significant damage on the left front, and right front. He'll sit there and get some damage repair. Looks like Josh Carver came down as well to fix up some damage. They'll fall to 16th and 17th as all trucks are still in the lead lap. We are 25 laps into this 70 lap main event. One and 28 head back out on track. Where's our pace vehicle? There it is, way up there. Quinn, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, were you a little surprised that the outside line wasn't a little bit more of a trouble at the start?
I figured the outside come in at some point here. I'm surprised the low line stayed as long as it did. Now it's starting to move up. I think I could hold pretty much anybody off on the low line, but the high line is such, you know how it goes with the wall and everything. So, we'll see how it goes here. I'm not very good at running the wall, but I'm definitely needing a good points night. I'm not doing too well this season, so hopefully I can hold it here till at least the stage and get a decent, top 5 here. That would be nice.
Yes, sir. Track position's king, and you got the best spot. Good luck.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Quinn Newton in the 88 giving us a quick chat there. Labor 12 Pepsi truck. Appreciate him letting us drop in for an interview. So we're getting set for the restart. Pace truck heads off. Quinn gets us restarted. Mike Edwards going to once again be in contention for second here as Hoytsma is going to have to hold him off. Fortunately for him, I think Edwards a little bit too low. Edwards still giving him a battle though. I think Lucas may be able to slide up in front of him. See if Edwards tries to cut underneath him here. Nope, just drives right up to his back tailgate. So Hoytsma hangs on to second, Edwards third. Deal. Right side of that truck and the left side. Getting quite a lot of dinks and doinks, but this is dirt racing in Bristol. You don't need a pretty truck, you just need a fast one. Behind him, Dalton Hayes, Alex Reeling, that's for fifth. Hayes gets up into the fence, Reeling. Big time slide there coming through the corner. And Travis Martin, Jake Lawrence. You can find Dustin Franklin, TJ Floyd, Ian Montrose. They're battling for the last spot in the top 10. Like Josh Carver's had an issue. Third caution of the race flies.
A wrecking ball.
Oh, Scott Elston gets into the 3 truck. It's actually the 1.
Can
It's
anyone
very
explain to
confusing.
me how y'all are hitting the wall and still going full speed? Because every time I touch the wall, I die.
Tokyo Drift. No.
It's all about the angle you hit the wall at.
It's got to be a wall tap. If you put the whole right side of the truck on there, it'll slow it down.
I mean, it looks like people are like riding the wall with how much smoke's coming out of the truck. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Too much wall riding.
I honestly couldn't tell you. Just kind of clinch the butts and back on the gas you go.
Fair enough.
Elson comes down, may have taken a fast repair here. Have to check our timing and scoring for that information. Yes, he did. Elson took the fast repair there. First truck to burn up their fast repair. So we're coming up on halfway. Top 10 trucks in the race will get stage points at the end of halfway. I thought we'd get our one to green there. We're still double file. Let's have a chat with Lucas. Riding in second right now. Luke, DG, got a cup?
Yep.
Well, find ourselves stuck behind our pesky teammate. You got any plans on getting by him here late in the race?
Well, he's taking the stage here now. He needs some points in the playoffs, so we're trying to work together there to form up a train on the top, make sure nobody can get by us. But now I'm gonna try to fight a little harder, maybe try to get around him, but obviously don't want to wreck him out or anything. Try to take it easy here. But we got some pretty good racing here up to this point. Only a few yellows compared to last season. So.
Right. And then it seems like fourth place has been able to get decent restarts, and you've had to hold them off too. How we feel about that one? I think JR Deal gets the first spot this time.
Yeah, as this bottom keeps slicking off more and more every time we get a caution, it's going to be harder and harder to hold the bottom. I'm a little worried on this one.
Same for. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
So the teammates trying to get some points to that 88 truck as the 97's already locked into the playoffs. So they're working together to try to get some extra points to that 88 team. Move him up above that cut line. Let's take a look at our points on our next caution as long as I remember. We're coming up on this stage. End of lap 35. Should be right as we cross this line. And there you go. 10 points to Newton, 9 to Hoytsma, 8 Deal. Edwards picked up 7, Reeling 6, Hayes 5, Martin 4, Jake Lawrence 3, Justin Franklin 2, and TJ Floyd got a point. That's how the stage points broke out there right as we went back green. Oh my gosh, both Quinn, everybody's in the fence. The whole top 5 was in the fence there. That was entertaining. So Quinn Newton picked up his 10 extra points for the stage win. Now let's see if Lucas Hoytsman can put the pressure on him as the top has become the way to go. Edwards is still trying to fight on the bottom, but he is losing ground. Back to 5th. Oh, big collision back there in the back. 68's around. That should bring out the caution. Oh, Ethan Evers gets into it late.
Hold the brake.
Like Jake
Go ahead, Ian.
Lawrence. Started around there.
Yeah.
It looks like Lawrence got knocked into the 78, and then all kinds of collisions happening as the 68 doesn't hold his brake, takes out the 26, and then the 85 piles in as well. A bunch of Toyotas taking each other out. Daniel Llewellyn's truck looked like it was very well damaged there. So Llewellyn coming into it late. Looks like he collects the 28. Let's try to find 28. Gets turned by the 74 halfway through that wreck. That was rough, Brees, right there. He had it cleared. Then your truck wasn't even damaged. And then Llewellyn collides into you hard. Looked like you're going to be okay till the 23 came in there. Elson gets in there really late. See what happens to Scott.
Well, it ain't like you can fucking stop the truck on a fucking dime.
Oh, man. Oh no, we know it's hard to stop a truck on dirt, Daniel. We're aware. I think the only one that really could have done much better would be the 68. 68 just didn't hold his brake, came rolling down the track. So it looks like a little netcode started that. And then the 68 turns. And then right here, he could have been holding his brake, but he keeps coming down. Takes the 26 and the 85 out at the end too. Crocs, appreciate the raid, my friend. How are you? How is life? We're doing dirt in the trucks. Being a little crazy tonight. I am well, I am well. Just crossed halfway. Trying to see who's burned up fast repairs. Looks like the lower half of the field, except for Montrose has already used them. Lights are out on the pace truck. Pace truck heads to pit road. We're getting set for the restart. Quinn Newton, your leader up top. Lucas Hoisman trying to find the grip. Goes all the way to the bottom there. JR Deal looks like he's going to put up a fight for second. Hoisman forced to the bottom by the restart. He's able to hang on to second. Travis Martin.
Sorry,
Big contact with Dalton Hayes. They're all scattered behind him. Dustin Franklin goes around at the back part of that wreck. That looked like it started, though, with Dalton Hayes and Travis Martin.
Keep it coming, keep wrecking all you want.
Quinn Newton loving this. So they were 3 wide. There it is. Dalton Hayes up into Travis Martin, gets him turned. And really in the background.
All good.
The actual wreck that brought out the caution wasn't actually related. There's contact with TJ Floyd and the 4, then the 4 gets into the 74.
I tried to make sure you kept it straight, though.
It's really that started with Cleaver.
Sorry about that. 74. That was my fault. Got loose on the top. Appreciate it.
We end up back under yellow.
Really, dude.
Lucky dog. Inside.
How does Daniel get turned to pit road?
I'm gonna be able to enter the pits, Daniel.
Montrose trying to come down pit road.
Yeah, you don't fucking drive down on me.
Wow. Montrose and Llewellyn having a disagreement on how to get on pit road.
Yo, Dalton, what happened at the beginning there? It was like as soon as we got to the start-finish line, you were up in front of my truck. Me? Yeah, you started on the inside of me and somehow you ended up in front of me. I don't know what happened.
Find out.
There's a no rule about when you can lane change. So I've seen that it was open, so I went high.
Yeah, there is actually a rule about lane change. You can't change lanes until after the start finish.
I think he did it right at the start-finish. I was just more curious what happened, like if he got loose, got tight, if I was starting in the wrong gear or what.
Lane change on dirt? I know we had an asphalt, but we got it here too?
Quinn makes a good point. What lane?
Yeah, I definitely didn't think there was.
He gave me a black flag for entering pit road right there because somebody didn't come on.
Come on.
F you, Neil.
Thank you, sir.
What'd you say, Daniel? I don't think he heard you.
That's not funny. You guys are mean.
Quinn Newton, Lucas Hoisman still out front. JR Deal worked his way up to third. Had a good fight for second there with Hoisman in that restart.
Hey Jake, how many extra points is it for leaving most last?
3. 3.
I'm not sure.
Listen to the broadcast. 3.
Is there a rule on lane change, Cody? If there is, I won't do it again.
There technically is. More so, it was put in for ovals for people jumping to starts and stuff like that, but applies to everything.
Gen 4, my bad. I don't think it was intentional. I was just trying to ask the question. Are we starting in second gear? Am I doing something wrong?
Third.
That may be why my starts are shitty.
Yeah, that was probably it.
So Quinn Newton, Lucas Hoisman get us restarted here. JR Deal, all kinds of out of shape. And then he gets contacted by Mike Edwards. JR Deal heading to the infield there. Hangs on to it. Everyone gets enough space to get recollected there. That allows Hayes to take over fourth. Now Travis Martin getting physical back there with TJ Floyd. They make contact. Dustin Franklin to the inside. Here comes the one of Carver.
I don't know if that
Cleaver
was me
there.
or what happened there, but apology if that was on me.
A lot going on. Now JR Deal gets by Dalton Hayes as Hayes up on the fence. Mike Edwards trying to keep pace. Dalton Hayes loses 2 spots there. Edwards trying to work the bottom. JR Deal on the preferred top line. Should be able to hang on to 4th spot there.
Sorry, Cody.
Top 3 are very tight together. 20 laps to go
All
from
good.
Bristol on the dirt. Top 3 trucks pulled away from the field. Quinn Newton, Lucas Hoisman, and the 42 of Alex Reeling. Reeling a little bit of contact there for the 97. Pushing him up the road a bit. He's going to have to regroup and catch back up after he lifted to give some ground. Newton tabbing the wall there. Hoisman right there to capitalize if he makes a mistake. Hoisman all over the back of his teammate's tailgate. Reeling, making his way back to the battle. Hoisman sends it down low to see if he can find some grip. Quinn Newton bounces off the fence, then gets a big angled slide there. That's going to slow his momentum down. Hoisman may actually have a chance here. Quinn Newton makes a mistake like that again. I think it would take 2 of those mistakes to get that bottom to work. Oh, caution comes out as Hoisman's nose was out front. iRacing may put him in the lead here. That may be a well-timed yellow for the 97. So we go to find what happened. Perhaps Cleaver? Or Llewellyn, one of the two. Or both. Cleaver and Llewellyn. Cleaver a little too high there. Loses the back end, trying to hang on to it. Just loses it, and Daniel Llewellyn collects him there. Nope, we want to go forward, not backward. There we go. So that sends Cleaver to the back. 13 trucks still in the lead lap. See if Jake Lawrence gets that lucky dog here. Looks like he will. Brings the U-Haul truck around. I love saying that. Now we have 14 trucks on the lead lap, and that one looks brand new. It's just a rental, Jake. You can beat that one up. So Hoisman did get the lead away from Quinn Newton. Hoisman will have the control on the restart. I'm sure he'll take top.
Swiss, they said this was my last one.
This is your last
I
one.
wrecked too many.
Well, there you go, folks. Apparently U-Haul won't let you keep renting them forever if you keep beating them up. That's funny stuff. Newton P2, Reeling P3, JR Deal up into 4th. Giving his new ride a good turnout. Mike Edwards in 5th. Dustin Franklin, Dalton Hayes. Travis Martin 8th, Josh Carver 9th. Cody Cleaver after that spin shows in 10th. Did not come to pit road. Jake Lawrence is a lucky dog, so he'll drop to 14th on the restart. You see TJ Floyd currently 12th, he'll move up to 11th. Montrose will move to 12th. And Daniel Llewellyn may have
Hey, can we get that choose drone in play?
extended stop here. And Scott Elston Rex trying to get to his box. Scott, unfortunately, buddy, we caught that. Scott runs our dirt program, the KVRP.com Sprint Car Series. Scott's in charge of that. Wouldn't expect him to spin out, get into his pit box. I'm sure we'll tease him a little bit about that. $13 to go.
Taking the bottom.
Wow, I'm
Hoyt's
shocked.
taking the bottom.
What's the strategy, Lucas?
Think he feels bad for iRacing.
I can't run the top very well.
I think you feel bad for iRacing giving him the lead because his nose was out front. So he's going to take the bottom, Newton up top. Daniel Llewellyn rolls off pit road. Pace truck heads off. Place on the bottom is your control truck. He gets us restarted here. Reeling goes straight to the top in that 42. There's contact between the 14 and the 9. It looks like, is that Hayes? It is Hayes all the way to the inside of the 14. They're briefly 3 wide. Hayes not able to keep the power down. Hoistman does still have the lead, but Newton fighting hard on that bottom. Now Reeling closing in for second. The top side seems to be the way to go. Oh, Reeling tags the wall, tags Newton.
Sorry.
You hear the apology. Caution comes out. I think it was Ethan Evers. Oh, there's a whole lot of trucks around.
Sorry, Quinn. I didn't mean to hit you there on the back.
Oh, let's see. Deal was in it. What happened to Deal?
My apologies, Cody. I was trying to
Oh,
miss that
Dalton
back.
Hayes
Put me
gets
in
into
the
Mike
front.
Edwards, turns all of them up into the fence. Dalton Hayes
Oh, no, you're all right, TJ. That's
creating a parking lot there.
unavoidable. No worries.
Hayes on the bottom there, the blue and white 47. Slides up into the 14, pounds him into the 9, and then all 3 of them go around. Travis Martin gets a piece, the one, a Carver, gets involved. Did Jake keep the U-Haul truck clean? He can't get another one. Looks like he made it. Lives to rent a U-Haul another day.
Lucky dog law.
You wanted low. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're all good.
Ethan Evers trying to just work through the field.
Everybody's just kind of everywhere, so I'm just weaving.
Evers picks up a lucky dog. That'll take him 2 laps down to 1 lap down. He's hoping
Don't
for some
scratch
more
my
caution.
U-Haul, man.
Now Reeling finds himself in second. Be very interesting to see where Hoytsma chooses.
Give me a meatball.
Somebody got a meatball. Couldn't tell who that was. Makes me want some Italian though.
How's my nose, Dustin?
Let's find out. what
Covered in
Travis's
dirt
is.
and mud, but it looks alright, I guess.
The middle and right are pushed in.
Can I get you guys' opinion on dirt tracks with the trucks? Do you guys like it or no?
Your guys'
Yes.
big surprise. Hoytsma's leading.
I think this has been a great race.
I thought a hell of a race.
I just don't like Eldora for truck.
That's kind of where I am with it. Like
Anyone else with the
Eldora
rope
is tough.
part after this?
You do have to turn a lot.
That's from beating off.
God, Daniel.
That's my forearm.
Sorry about that, JR, by the way.
Sure happened.
He is right about that. Shit does indeed happen.
I didn't realize we were still 3.
Second to top.
Hoytsma choosing top this
Of
time.
course you would.
It's the
Thanks,
difference. Difference in your teammate starting beside you and
Doesn't look
somebody
that
else.
bad. 62, 7.
Are you sure you don't want the bomb? It looks pretty good.
I'm pretty sure.
4 to go at the stripe when we get this restarted. We are on the back
I
stretch.
give you $50 for the bottom.
Good lord, I'd take that.
Oh, that's a hell of an offer.
It's a strong ass offer.
I am down on power, so go around me. I'm just trying to get a lucky dog, man. I don't want to get into an accident.
4 to go. Hoytsma gets restarted on the top. Dustin Franklin trying to take second. 74 is up against the fence. Ian Montrose is in the back of him. Reeling may be able to slide to the top with no problem here. And he does. Newton, a big send down
Man,
low.
dude, come on, guys. Shit.
They are scattered everywhere back here.
That needs to be a caution.
Still hasn't brought out a caution.
Damn. My third meatball.
Ethan Evers look like he
Yeah, how was that not a caution?
Honestly, blame my racing, but that's the standard we're going on, folks.
That is correct. That's what happens when we don't have race control, because everyone bitches at them. There's the caution. I think Daniel Wallen stopped on the front stretch, brought that out. Let's go back to the original wreck. We're just makes it to the outside. They're still stacking up from
Good racing with JD.
the 74. All that started from
Yeah,
the
that's my
74's
shot,
bad
man.
start.
Oof, I wasn't listening.
My goodness. 74 out of shape. Montrose will have to check out. Cleaver checks up. Then it all piles up. And then around goes Montrose into TJ Floyd. Floyd then comes back up into Lawrence. Lawrence into Montrose. Montrose into Cleaver. And in the process, the 47 and the 23 get collected by the 68. And it's just a parking lot back there. Ethan Evers is not going to get his lucky dog because he has left the race. That was a mess. All from a bad start on that outside line. Hoyts was going to toy with the 42 of Reeling and let him ride around on the top, and then I'm sure he'll take the top for the restart. Reeling second, Franklin third, Newton in fourth, JR Deal back up to fifth. His truck looks good now. Taking that fast repair. Mike Edwards somehow up to sixth after all that. Travis Martin seventh, Cleaver in eighth, Jake Lawrence in ninth. Then you have Dalton Hayes 10th, TJ Floyd 11th, Ian Montrose 12th. That's the lead lap trucks. Everyone else repairing damage on pit road or out of the race. There's Wallen on pit road. Currently 4 laps down. Ethan Evers out of the race. Josh Carver repairing
I'm
damage
done.
15th.
30 minutes.
There you go. Llewellyn's out of the race in 13th. Don't think there's enough laps for Carver or Elston to get back out there and make up ground. Elston definitely not. Carver would have to make up 4 laps on Llewellyn, so it'd be difficult. So it looks like it'll be Llewellyn 13th, Evers 14th, Carver 15th, Elston 16th, and Brees 17th. Hoyts has made his way back to the front after Quinn Newton led most of this race. Labor 12 Psychophantic Scheme looking a bit dirty, but mostly in good shape. A little bit of left rear damage.
Second stop.
Takes the top as expected. Reeling going to be displeased. What up, Corey? Little Brobo's doing pretty good. He up in 5th. Pace truck's off. 2-lap shootout. Here we go. Do we make it to the white flag? They're already in the wall. It's not a good sign. Reeling, giving it all he can down low. Hoytsma going to power by on the outside. Quinn Newton going to try the crossover here. Great move from the 88 truck, trying to take second. Quinn Newton going to get second there. That was a great move from the 88. And
Hey,
slides
you're
up.
gonna just pass on pit lane? Okay.
I don't know what that means. Reeling trying to take second back with the big slide right in front of Newton. Newton then gets in the back of him. Reeling into the fence. Newton crosses him over. We're watching the battle for second. Newton then gets that back end out, slides up into him. Franklin trying to send it on the bottom. Newton going to try to gas it up off the corner. Gets contact. The battle for second was so good. Lucas Hoytsma gets the victory. Quinn Newton, P2.
My fault
Alex.
about that slider, Quinn.
Looks like Dustin Franklin gets P3, reeling
At
fourth.
some point, TJ, you gotta hold
JR
a
Deal
line
fifth.
at some point in this race.
I wonder what this passing on pit road was all
Cody,
about.
sorry about getting into you. Once we got into you, it was just hard to keep it under control.
No way you beat me.
Here goes CJ Floyd around.
Well, Ian, I didn't sign up to race third ovals, man, so I just gotta deal with it.
The battle for third was settled by 1/1000th of a second.
Yeah, nothing to be sorry about there. Those were just some nasty sliders. That was fun racing. That was good dirt racing right there.
That shit was fantastic. Good one, Lucas.
Lucas gets the win in the 97.
Thanks, man.
We get the top three to the waiting room, please. Franklin, Newton, and Hoytsma.
Jake, no worries on that. It's fucking dirt track racing. I kind of expected, so you're all good.
Destin, DG, you got a copy?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going well. Well, it's a bit of a mess out there, but you brought it home P3. How did it feel?
You know, I could run it pretty quickly for 4 or 5 laps, but once I had to get into a groove, I lost it. So I'm glad we only had a couple laps there to finish out. I don't know. I thought hopefully it was exciting there at the line when we were 3 wide. I think I could have got probably second there, but I didn't want to lean on him, so I kept it pinned down a little bit.
Yeah, the finish was absolutely exciting between you, the 42, the 88, and the 9. We're all right there under a blanket, and 1/1000th of a second, you get the interview over reeling.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But we know about John T. Garrett, man. He just got to Talladega today, so that's exciting. Hopefully you guys will be tuning in on Saturday.
Heck yeah.
12:30 Eastern time.
Hit me with the rest of your shoutouts too while you're at it.
All right, I'll go ahead and do it. I want to thank Goose Graphics for all the paint scheme he does. He does a great job. He has a pretty cool one coming out for a throwback scheme, so you'll probably see that coming up here soon. I'd like to thank 3D Graphics, the station in Simpsonville, and of course you and everything you do for us. And congratulations on your win last Saturday.
Heck yeah, thanks for giving me in that race. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Have a good
All
night.
right, have a good one. Dustin Franklin gets P3 there. Let's go ahead and grab Quinn Newton. Quinn, able to get back to second there, finishing right behind your teammate Lucas Hoytsma. How did it feel out there? Leading no slaps, getting the stage win. Pretty good points tonight for you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was fun racing. Lucas just bit his time. You know, he knew once the top came in, I wasn't going to be very good, so he just waited. And once he got around, he was kind of over there. I got lucky on that restart there, where falling back to fourth actually ended up helping me because I could be behind him on the restart, and just that was lucky. And just got a good restart with him there, and then that was some good racing at the end there. Sliders back and forth and crossovers, and was able to pull out second somehow there. But yeah, real great points tonight. That should definitely help for next week. But pretty happy.
10-4. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for me tonight?
Oh yeah, you got that BGR dirt motor in there tonight. Hopefully Blake's doing all right. Sitting at home, you know, hurt. It's pretty bad. So. And then the low drag group. You know, Daniel, he did pretty bad tonight, so he's the low man on the totem pole. So definitely got to shout out how bad he did. But yeah, Lucas, how he's really good, man. He's hard to beat, and that high line comes in. He's unbeatable.
So we've moved past never shouting Daniel out, and now we just shout him out for running bad.
Well, he wrecked like 4 times, and he drew a caution there at the end, so I figured he should get shouted out for having a bad night.
10-4. It was especially bad, and it was worth mentioning.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, bud.
Right,
congrats on the P2 finish, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We'll go get Lucas Hoytsma here. Lucas, DG, you got the copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, seems like another Sidewinder race, another win, but you had to work for this one. Quinn Newton definitely gave you all you could handle and more, and he says you just waited for the top to kind of come in, and then you were king.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he could roll that bottom. He was running the middle there at the start of the race, but he kept telling me as soon as the top comes in, I'm going to pass him. And I guess he was right because I was dealing it and wheeling it up there on the marbles, and it was just sticking. The thing drove so well tonight. I don't know who built this setup. Jail Jr. Good job.
Well, you took the lead on the bottom though.
Yeah, that was a surprise. It was just had to go for it, and somehow it happened. And then that caution came out at the perfect time. I don't think I would have cleared him for another like 5 laps. It would have been tough.
At least. It was definitely put on a good show. The caution well timed for you, helped you out a little bit, but I think you would have got him anyway eventually. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for us tonight.
Yes, sir. Just big shout out Labor 12, CTC, Low Drag, M9 Performance. Get you some nice dirt setups this week, modifies as well. Quinn for racing me good. Almost got that dub tonight. Everybody for putting on a good show. we finally got ourselves I'd say a pretty good dirt race here tonight. So shout out to everybody in the race. Everybody did a great job.
10-4. We appreciate you. Congrats on the victory, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow in the 87s, the old throwback cars.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
You got another throw forward ready for us?
Oh yeah, maybe I'll actually go backwards this time.
All right, but congrats on the win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, man. See ya.
Lucas Hoisma getting the victory tonight. Let's look at our final results page from the race. Hoisma, of course, with the win. Newton and Franklin getting interviews. The Reeling and Deal picking up top fives. Good run there for the 9. Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes, Travis Martin, Jake Lawrence, Cody Cleaver get your top 10. Page 2, Montrose, Floyd, Evers, Llewellyn, Carver, Elston, Brees, and Screwmeta. No one else actually joining up tonight, so small field of trucks, but good show anyway. We enjoyed it. Put on a hell of a show, I think. Have to say thanks to our friends at caverp.com, all the folks over there in that GTA RP community that help us put on our series each and every week. Big thanks to them. Appreciate them helping out. And if you are looking for a place to go try out some GTA RP, caverp.com would be your place. Has a bunch of tutorials to get you started if you don't know what you're doing, but it has plenty of awesome RP if you are a seasoned veteran of the RP. So check it out, caverp.com. Thank you so much for joining our race tonight. We appreciate you as always. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the 1987 Cup Series. Thank you so much for another awesome week. And then next week is the cutoff races. So next week we decide who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. So it should be a good time. It'll be a lot of drama coming back next week. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next race.